Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope you're having a wonderful day as always. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the very common glitch that occurs on the I-864 form, especially when it comes to the household size issue, the household size not calculating properly. So in today's video, I wanted to show you guys some of the ways that you can fix this error. One of the things I want to note before we jump in is that I am using Windows 11. I'm not using a MacBook. So if you have this issue while using a MacBook, I'm not sure if this video will help you fix that error, but it's worth a shot. So very frequently, what people do is when they go to the homepage for the Affidavit of Support to the USCIS site, they will click on the form, and this is where you have an opportunity to start editing the form directly in your internet browser. So this is a sample affidavit of support form that I pretended as if I filled out in the internet browser. Just put sample everywhere. If you want a detailed guide on how to fill out the affidavit of support form, I do have that video on my channel. Very frequently, you'll notice that you have no issue filling out certain fields, and when we get to this page right here, page 3, item 29, a lot of times this is where problems begin. So here you're asked to indicate the number of immigrants you are sponsoring that you indicated on the previous page. And as we move down in the form to the next page, when we get to the household size, we notice that this item did not automatically auto-populate. As you can see, the household size default is 1, and no matter how many different numbers you type in to these fields, it does not seem to change. Very similarly, as we move down, a lot of people have an issue in this field as well, where they're trying to type in their employment information. The first thing you can do to fix this issue is to use an actual Adobe Acrobat Reader to edit and work on this form. So go ahead and download this form to your computer and download the Adobe Acrobat Reader. If you don't already have one, you can download it by going to Google, opening this page right here. There is a free version that they offer for you, and there is a pro version. So the pro one is not necessary for this. You should be fine with just the free version. They also offer you optional downloads for an antivirus, but I typically uncheck these boxes because I do not need them. So once you download this app and you install it, you should be good to go. So I'm not going to be downloading it because I already have it. Just follow the steps. The installation process for this application, for this program, is generally very quick, probably about 1 to 2 minutes. We're going to open our downloaded I-864 form. As you can see here, if we scroll down to the part where we had this issue, we are now able to input all the necessary information. And if we go down to the household size, you can see now that the issue is fixed and the household size is calculated correctly, and you can add or remove any numbers from these fields. The household size will now be calculating appropriately. Same applies to down here, the employment information. Just double click this and you'll see that now you will be able to fill out these fields. Same applies to the financial information right here, and it should also auto-populate on the next page in question 20. So this is one way to do it, and more often than not, it works perfectly fine. However, a lot of people, even after following these steps, still struggle for whatever reason. So your other option is to go to the USCIS site, open the empty new I-864 form, and do not type anything here yet. Do not touch it. Don't type anything. Simply download this brand new empty form to your computer. Once you do, follow the same steps. Open it with the Adobe Acrobat Reader. So now you can see we have this brand new empty affidavit of support form. And I'm going to scroll down to the fields where we had issues. I'm going to type in all the same information. And as you can see, the issue is fixed now. A lot of people ask me if they can just use a pen to cross out the incorrectly calculated household size and write the appropriate number next to it, or if they can write the number on top of the number that got typed. So no, absolutely not. USCIS is very clear that everything needs to be filled out meticulously. There should be no crossing out any information. If there's any information that needs to be crossed out or corrected, it's best to just reprint that entire page and start from scratch. And so another option you have is to use an app called PDFfiller. So what you can do is when you go to this web page, browse your computer for the appropriate form. So I'm going to browse for the I-864 form. So right here we start to see that every page is all set. It tells you exactly what needs to be filled out, but let's just scroll down to the part where we have problems. So right here, we're going to type in number 1, moving on down to the next page. Right here, as you can see, again, we're going to have to type the new household size. So what you can do is, again, remember that this question 1 will always have a number, and it will always be the same number as we indicated in item number 29 on the previous page. However, as you can see, even in this PDFfiller, we still have issue with the household size. It does not calculate, but this is what you can do. You can go ahead and finish filling out all the appropriate fields. So for instance, we're going to add, we have the intending immigrant, the sponsor, and we're just gonna say there's 2 children in the household as well. So our total household size should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here in the household size, we're going to have to put in number 4. So what you can do is you can go to Tools, Draw, select white ink, and you can use a brush to just white out this part right here with the incorrect household size. Then you can go to Text, and right here, place the appropriate number, and you can move it around to make it fit. Now we click OK, and as you can see, now we have a good household size. The numbers may be a little bit mismatched, but if you feel like it, you can also edit these numbers to match the format and everything. And once you're done, you can click Done. You can go ahead now and download it. So you can download it as a PDF. So the only problem is that PDFfiller is only free for 30 days. And so you will have to sign up using your email and password, and you will be allowed to use it for free during the trial period for 30 days, and then you will have to pay the renewal fee. Typically, if you cancel the subscription anytime during your 30-day free trial period, you're not going to have to pay anything. So you can use this, and if you are confident that you can fill out all the paperwork within 30 days, then you can go ahead and do that. But that's another option that you have on the table.